Live. This is officially Subspace D&D Episode 10, titled Challenge, Chapter 2, Age of Dragons, where we resume back where we left off. The party has come to Pelios. They traveled a very long way to get here. They traveled from the Great Oak Tavern Keep with the help of Jats the Halfling. After an encounter with a werewolf, they narrowly made it out with their lives, collected a sum of gold, and were able to make it to Pelios. We resumed practically where we left off. Before I jump directly into this, does anybody have any questions that they would like to ask or any notes they'd like to make?
No, not right now.
No?
None that I could think of.
Okay. You guys, correct me if I'm missing anything, but you guys spoke with the magic item shopkeeper who did make comments about a book called the Necronomicon that she took particular interest in and wanted 100,000 gold offering for if you guys had it in your possession. You also spoke with the librarian who recommended that you would take a visit to the Hook and the Dry Tower to further investigate what is going on with Corwin Adelberry's afflictions. We resume practically right there. Is everybody loaded into the program?
Yes.
Mine's not popping up. Otherwise, yeah.
I would.
Yours ain't popping up?
I did close mine a couple times. I know. Reset it, kind of.
Do you need a new link?
Maybe. I can try it again.
Mine took a couple tries, so I don't know if that's.
Yeah, I might have to try it a couple of times.
Who's
Oh,
this
looks
guy?
like you're online.
There's a little guy next. Who's-
Guy. Did I do it?
Yeah, it looks like you're
There we go. Okay.
Alright, cool. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna start up back where we left off. Who decided to go to the library? Wasn't it Demoinia?
It was me.
Me? Okay. So I believe next up would be Demoinia. Demoinia, where would you like to visit in Pelios?
Great
Let
question.
me...
I didn't know I was up next. For some reason, I thought it was Corin.
Corwin chose to go to the potion shop. Or the magic item.
I chose to
store.
go to. I chose to go somewhere.
Let me set you loose real quick.
Unshackle me.
And release these chains.
I'm a free
Alright.
man. Okay. Look around. We got Omar over here. Shout out to that guy.
That name sounds familiar. I wonder if I
Doesn't
used to know somebody with that name.
There was somebody who used to work at one of the jobs we worked at. Who
Really?
was named that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he was
oh,
always
y'all know
mistaken
too?
for another. Yeah, he was mistaken for another guy.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter. But I think that's where you recognize it from.
The name sounded familiar, but I couldn't place my finger on it.
Am I
Totally.
stuck? Oh, there we go. Okay,
Some
I'm just gonna
things you
try.
can't walk through.
Yeah, I kind of got stuck there for a second. Let's see. It's not showing me the names of the places. It's just showing me the names of the people at the places.
Do you see that little orb? Is there
There
an
we
orb
go.
there? You click the orb, it tells you what it's called.
Beautiful. That's what it was. I was like, I know there was something I did. Let's see.
The
guy
library is what you're looking at right now.
The Roost? What's that?
I want to go to the
library.
medium normal home interior.
Where do you see that?
We're gonna go to Ashley's? Like
Left. Left. Let me actually walk my character over there.
Nah,
Okay.
dog, this is
I was.
an IKEA.
there we
They had
go.
the meatballs.
We are stuck.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I'll show you. We gotta take a big jump.
I think medium normal
Corwin, stop
home
moving for a
interior is someo's house.
Is that just
There
the
you
names?
I think
House?
that's just somebody's
Yep.
house.
I thought it
There's
was like a
family
store.
standing in front of it.
family business.
You're just gonna walk in their house?
No. Okay, fine.
Hello.
Like a Western Hand residential street. Like, I think that's the same vibe.
I want to go to the cemetery.
All right, the cemetery.
Spooky. Yeah. Go pay my respects.
Okay. I'm gonna center myself right here. And okay. You guys travel through Pelios a little bit. You cross some streets, take a couple of turns, and you kind of turn into an area that has a pretty open grass plain with a small little dirt patchy road. As you travel up this dirt patchy road, you come up towards a hill, and the hill looks much more not as populated. You see the general populace of the town seems to wear out as the closer you get to this area. You do see a couple of individuals, but you come into a stone path, and as you step onto the stone path, you can see street lights, statues, different gravestones, trees, and you can tell from entering it is a cemetery. There is no one really here as far as you can immediately see, and you can feel a cold wind kind of blow past you guys as you kind of get filled with the idea that this graveyard is filled with a lot of noble people.
I ain't never been to a cemetery before. Just gonna like lean over to Demoinia and say that.
I didn't know towns like this had cemeteries of this quality. Usually they're just various dirt patches behind bigger houses. This is kind of incredible, to be honest. The Waterfall Citadel has nothing like this.
The Waterfall Citadel doesn't have this?
They have various dirt patches. I mean, sometimes mansions would host a cemetery behind their house, but only a quarter of the size of this, because no mansion owner would want their entire backyard to be a cemetery.
We would just go out past the field, dig like a 2-foot hole and throw them in, say some words and leave.
We just throw him out of the
Wow.
back of the train cart.
You're
Let's
dead,
move
like
on.
at that point, like
We were on a
Have
schedule.
a family. Or a home. Look, it looks like she's bouncy.
I am going to find a gravestone that looks really battered up or beaten up. Just like not well taken care of amongst the gravestones, if there is any. Can I do an investigation check to try to
I
find
found
one?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Try to keep in mind too with these visual maps, if you do see something that you want to explore or you want to grab or you see an item or something, just because you see it on the map doesn't mean you automatically know it's there. You still have to roll for it. It's just a
Yeah, that's why I
cue
kind
in.
of paused. I was like,
Yeah, it's just a
But
cue in that it's
roll.
there, but if you don't roll good enough, you don't see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Demoinia, you would like to roll
yes, I'm
investigation.
my computer's trying to roll. 12.
12. You glance around and you see various different statues and actual stone caskets, and towards your left, you actually notice a somewhat older, smaller gravestone that has some vines almost overtaking it, growing over this gravestone. The actual grass around the grave plot seems to be overgrown, as if one of the grass keepers haven't really been to that plot in particular. And it kind of makes you curious as to why the whole cemetery looks nice except for this one plot.
Do we have a name on that gravestone?
Yeah, as you approach the gravestone, you see a name actually pops up. Just a moment.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
No.
I'm Grave Robin.
So as you approach the stone, you can see the vines almost overtaking the name. You can't quite make it out. Do you want to reach for it and remove the
Yeah, I
debris
want to
from
try
the name? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I
You
wanna
take your
try to-
hand and you just lightly brush it down over the gravestone as you move the vines and nature overtake away from the actual gravestone itself. And you read out a name, you look at it, and you attempt to read it, but it's not really a language you're familiar with.
Okay. I want to try to clean that gravestone off a little bit and sit down next to it and play my lute there for a minute and give him a little bit of respect.
Okay.
Because I've never seen such respect for a dead body, and I want to give the same peace to that person.
So you're trying to give them some respect the other gravestones seem to have.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's a bad person.
You kneel down and you take a seat next to the grave and you start playing on your lute.
Yes.
Okay. You start playing a gentle melody on your lute as everyone else seems to be kind of exploring and looking around.
Oh, I'm gonna ask Aubrey real quick. Am I near her? I'm gonna yell to her. Like, Aubrey,
You guys are all in close enough vicinity. If you just raise your voice, you can hear each other.
Aubrey,
What?
can you clean this grave up? You move nature and shit.
Okay. I'm gonna
you
Just
going?
scooting away.
Roll
Okay.
off screen, like, no.
I'm gonna move nature and shit
Oh
with
my god.
Okay.
with
Yeah,
the
or
cantrip.
review.
Gotta show some respect.
You crouch down near the grave. Do you have any knives or any sharp objects on you?
Well, I was just gonna use sorry, I forgot the name of it already.
Druidcraft.
Yes, thank you. Druid
Okay,
craft
yeah.
to just kind of
Yeah, you wave your hand over the plot, and you watch as the grass seems to recess to a more appropriate length. Some flowers bloom near the gravestone, and it seems to have a overall shining light cascade from the sky onto the plot and on over Orbweeb.
I'm gonna turn to Demoinia. Did you know this person?
No, everyone else had so much respect in this graveyard, it seemed fitting to give them something after death. I've never seen anything like this, and I think everyone here deserves that. I'm just gonna strum away. You just leave, you're like, okay. Bye.
Demoinia, as you're looking over the stone, you do hear a voice call out to you. Just a moment. I see you're appreciating a plot that I haven't actually seen someone take a look at in quite some time. You look over and you can see an older woman. She seems to be covered in black garbs in more like funeral clothing, and she is wearing a sun hat around her head and long black flowing hair. It's almost kind of hard to make out what she really looks like of all these darker colors surrounding her. She seems like she's almost an essence of this cemetery as she looks down upon you.
I'm gonna ask her, like, do you know who this is?
I haven't seen anyone even take interest in a plot like this in a really long time. Her name was Celestia. She has quite an interesting history. Do you know of her?
I don't. It just seemed like she maybe needed a touch-up.
She was actually a warrior in Pelios a long time ago. A fierce warrior. It was said whenever she entered in a tavern or her local street, most would take a knee and bow to her. But not out of love, more out of fear for the power that she withheld inside her. It was fearsome, and her race is truly a remarkable one, and for the most of us, some of us don't even really believe they existed. But if you were to ask me personally, I would say it did.
Do you know what race she was? Or what
I'm
people
not even gonna
speculate her
lie.
to be?
I want to make sure I pronounce this correctly. Just a second.
Thaumaturgy.
God. You pronounce it however you want, buddy. We're not going to know the difference.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot like this.
I'm gonna grab some water.
Okay, sorry.
No problem.
They went by Asimar. They were a race that was said to be of kinship to the gods themselves.
Wow.
A lot of people nowadays refer to them as angels. Some say they still walk among us, but they are. If they do, there's only one or two left.
Wow.
I kind of relate to that a lot.
Or are you
Well,
a deity?
No, but I mean I have wings, and
his race is gone.
my race is almost
Oh.
extinct. Corwin.
Sorry.
You've heard the stories, dude. Come on.
I was looking around. Sorry, I came partway in through that.
You're all right. You're right.
What was the race? Sorry, I was-
Asimar.
Right on.
Well, I chose the right grave to honor then, I think.
Do you have any questions about Celestia?
How long ago did she die?
I say now it's probably been about 112 years.
Wait a second. Nope.
Is everything okay?
Yep, everything's fine. He'll just make his way over to this bench.
Just gonna.
It said,
I'm gonna. Go ahead.
would you like to know how she passed away?
How did she pass?
A long time ago, there was a ruler of the throne by the name of Arceus. He was I guess you would call him a dragonborn now, but he was the tyrant king that ruled this realm long before King Cass. Arceus tried to ascend the dragonborns to godlyhood, and his mission was to have the dragonborn be the supreme race over a runesol. But that conquest was cut short after his assassination.
Wasn't he who lost his daughter at that time, right?
Oh, do you know of Palkia?
I know of Palkia. I've heard of her.
Palkia. I personally don't know if she was ever real. Some say she was fabricated stories to try to give some sympathy toward the Dragonborn to show that they weren't all bad. But the legend does go that if Palkia was real, she was kind to all races. Unlike a lot of Dragonborn, she didn't particularly take favor over one race to the other. She tried to treat them all equally, and it said she would roam the streets happily and carefree, spreading her joy and glee upon everyone who would look upon her, doing the best she could to try to raise the hopes and spirits of those throughout the realm in such dark times. When the assassination did occur, she disappeared. No one knows what happened to her. Some theorize that she was also assassinated because she would have been next in line for the throne. Some theorize that she never wanted to be a part of the kingdom and she ran as far away as she could.
Maybe she lived among us.
It happened so long ago, I hope I would hope that she's living, or did live, a very happy and long life. If she was real.
If she was.
But
Who can say?
Celestia herself, she wasn't a fan of Arceus. She didn't like that his plan was to hold conquest over her kin, especially her elders. Celestia being one of the leaders of the Aasimar race. She didn't particularly take favor over him or Owen Saul in general. And this led to a great, fantastic battle between her and the Dragonborn, where the Dragonborn were able to overwhelm her. But the only reason they were able to overwhelm a deity as powerful as Celestia was with the help of another Aasimar. The Aasimar have a weakness that none know of besides the Aasimar themselves, and another Aasimar assisted Arceus in defeating Celestia and her Aasimar army. They say his name was Micah, and Micah was a male Aasimar, and he said he was the one who struck down Celestia himself and put her into the ground. We don't know what happened to Micah, or if he's still around to this day. Some theorize, these could just be childhood stories. There's no evidence this battle ever actually happened. But
Wow.
it is the most popular folklore for what happened to the Aasimar. There's other stories as well, but that's the one I take particular interest in, personally.
I never knew much about the Aasimar. I guess it's a good day to learn.
This
It's good to know.
graveyard is not every plot actually has a body buried. It's more of a giant memorabilia to the legends and lore of our realm and our childhood stories that we all heard growing up. And a lot of these graveyards just represent that, not necessarily represent the actual existence of the creature or lore itself. If you look hard enough, you might even be able to find the grave plot for Palkia.
Wow.
But if you were to, dig it up, you would not find Palkia in the dirt.
So it's almost like a museum.
Of sorts, yeah, it's a memoriam of just stories and somewhat of our childhood-like belief and ideology, and all these different stories and folklore, these legends that's happened in our past, because life nowadays just seems so much more ordained and controlled. Some of us almost wish some of these stories were real, so there was more purpose.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know whose grave you're standing on. I appreciate the information.
You're welcome. If you have any questions, please feel free to come grab me. I am the gravekeeper of this area. So if you have any questions, please let me know. My name is Bingyan, and I will be nearby.
It was good to meet you.
It's gonna meet you too. And she kind of just strolls down the sidewalk towards another grave plot and glances down and kind of stays to herself.
Wow.
Did you spell
that-
her name?
It's on
Yeah.
her character.
Oh, it is perfect.
Ingxian.
That was
Deep.
deep. I kind of thought there was like actual bodies in like every single plot. I didn't know it was a memoriam.
Well, it makes a lot more sense as to why it's so grandiose. I've never seen anything like this.
No, me neither. Guess that kind of makes sense.
Well, I think it's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, I agree.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to do while you were here?
Well, now I
Well-
can't grave rob. That lady's so nice.
Oh my gosh. Are you
There's no
thinking about
bodies
doing
here
that?
anyway, so
Right? What are we
you
gonna
just be
find?
digging to dig.
digging a dig. No, I have no other reason to be here.
Okay.
I do. After learning all of that information, Orbweave wants to clean up every single gravesite and make this place look goddamn beautiful.
Okay. A
Is
lot
this
of the
gonna be the
graves
whole
are
episode?
a lot of graves are clean and upkept, and as Flanagan
I
and
just want to
Demoinia,
walk through and like kind of just, make the grass grow, make a couple flowers on every plot,
Yeah.
clean up the ones that are dirty, just like really easy little things.
Yeah. Corwin, Demoinia, and Flanagan kind of gather nearby a bench and chat for a little bit. Orbweeb, as you stroll past all of the gravestones, you kind of just take your two fingers and lightly touch each stone, and you just wave your hand in little motions as you walk. And as you do, you can watch as all the grass and the trees and the flowers and the overgrown weeds the weeds seem to recede, the flowers seem to bloom, the trees seem to flex, the grass seems to wave a little bit more. The wind seems to almost calm and be less cold and more summer breezy. The sun seems to shine a little bit more over the graveyard. And you can tell Bingyan looks over and she gives you a gentle smile as you're strolling from across the way and turns back to the gravestone and looks mournfully at the grave plot that she is at. As Orbweave, you come to the final gravestone, you wave your hands one final last time, and the grass seems to green more and the flowers bloom. You have cleaned up and restored a lot of the gravestones here.
So
As you
sweet.
do, and you walk near the fountain, Bingyan does approach you, and she asks you, "Wow, I haven't seen... That was Druid magic, wasn't it?
I believe so.
What you're casting there, do you know what that is?"
I just know how to do it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was taught, but no one
She
really
kneels down to
told me
you.
what it was.
Bingyan, being a taller individual, does kneel down to you to make meaningful eye contact. And she looks you deep into your eyes and she goes, "What you're using there comes from a deep, long history of something called the Druids. You have that magic within you, if you know it or not. The Druids, I believe in them very greatly because they are the protectors. They are the protectors of those who can't protect themselves. They care for the forest and the innocent. They are... They're truly the last of what remains of the olden times. The Druids believe
Really?
in an old way of doing things, as most have become very capitalized. They bought homes, moved into the cities, invested in technology, and used less magic and more invested into material items. While the Druid are more of a peaceful, old worldly type of people. And I don't know if you know, but what you're casting within you is a very special and powerful gift. This magic you hold within you, it's passed down generation to generation, not necessarily by blood, but you're chosen by its previous owner, and the previous owner passes their magic down to you. Imagine an apple, and the longer you hold this apple, the more flavorful it becomes. And once you're done with this apple, you don't necessarily eat it, but you give it to somebody you deem worthy. And once they take this apple, it becomes healthier and it more fruitful and long-lasting. And as the apple is passed down, the flavor becomes more and more powerful and enriched. So you should consider yourself very lucky to have been chosen by the predecessor that decided to give you this apple.
Are you saying that I would have the powers of whoever handed down the magic to me?
Yes.
How do I know who did it? Would it be
You-
the person that taught me? Or would it be
Usually,
like my
yeah, I
parents?
mean, it could be your parents. It's non-bloodline. It's passed down to each generation when they want the power to be brought into the future. But typically, it'd be the one who trained you, because they'll train you in the ways to use the magic. So once you're imbued with it, you can handle its power.
Well, I really need to learn to read.
You can't read.
Working on
She's
it.
working on it.
I totally
Just got her a
understand.
book.
I totally understand. You should consider yourself very lucky. Druids it's a uncommon magic to see nowadays. You see a lot
Yeah,
more
I've never
of the
met someone like me.
you see a lot more of the flary, the fire and the sparkles. You don't really see much of the growth, and the enrichment, and the light and the dark. A lot of it nowadays is very showy.
Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying.
Druidcraft
you.
is not about. Just remember when you leave here, Druidcraft is not about being the strongest in the room. It's about
I know.
being the one who's responsible for making sure the ones around you have their own personal lives enriched and their roots grow deep into the ground so they can grow like strong oak trees. That's your responsibility as a druid, to make sure the trees around you grow healthy and strong so they can live long and prosperous lives.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
She gives you a gentle smile and stands back up, and you see she kind of gives you like one last wave as she turns away and walks back over to the gravestone she was originally placed at.
I'm gonna wave back with a tear in my eye.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up the orb and be like, damn, that lady loves you.
That lady was the nicest woman I've ever met.
I
It's
like
the
the people
sweetest
here.
thing. Me too.
Everyone's
this
so
place is
nice.
nice. Can we stay here? Can we
kinda
come
wanna
back
stay
here when
here.
we're done with our quest?
I say we turn the
I
I
egg
like
in.
it here.
I say we turn the egg in. I'm gonna come back here and get a job, and I think I'm just gonna buy a house and live here. Everyone's so nice.
Seriously.
Great.
This
I
is a
want to
nice
learn
place.
everything here.
Wow, the Waterfall Citadel's brutal.
Yeah,
Just
it is.
brutal.
In comparison, yeah, this is the nicest I've ever been treated in my entire life. The
We gotta
last-
make sure we don't make these people hate us.
Yeah, I really want them to like me now.
Yeah.
Corwin, what are your thoughts? Are you gonna live here too?
No. There's
No?
too many people here.
Too many people.
No.
There's
This
so
is my
nice
kind
to
of
you.
place. I love this
No.
place.
No.
I I think when this quest is over, I can see myself just having a nice house with a nice backyard. Every afternoon, I think I would come here and just hang out with Bingyan and just admire
Yeah.
the graves and learn as much as I can about the stories she has to tell.
I feel like I have so much to learn, and it's kind of overwhelming.
I want to go to there.
I want to go to there.
You know,
There's a lot more to this magic stuff than I really thought there was. I thought it was just like boom, boom, and it just kind of
Tell me about it.
Right?
Worked.
There's a
She's
whole lore
tell-
behind it.
She's telling me that I'm getting these powers from the person that trained me. There's no way. There's no way.
Well, who trained you? Weren't you alone?
Maliki,
What?
you're telling me the god of the forest trained me? Pish posh.
Pish
Well,
posh.
if that's what that lady was saying, that would track. If a deity was coming down to bestow power upon someone, then it would show that. Maliki was with you the whole time, correct? So every time you
I
were
need to
doing
put
something,
identity crisis on my character sheet as a disadvantage.
New trauma.
yeah, trauma achievement just pop
She's
up
trying
on the
to-
screen.
She tries to be nice to you and not knowing she's giving you PTSD now. She's
She's like, freaking me out. I'm like, I don't even know who I am anymore, bro.
Who the fuck
Am
are
I a
Conversation
god?
left you absolutely shredded.
you? Oh god.
Orbeep has a lot to go over.
Yeah.
Well, first we gotta get you to read. That's our
Yeah,
first.
that's gonna
We
be a
have bigger
big challenge.
problems.
Oh man, I'm so excited to learn how to read so I can read that book.
We'll teach you how to read. I need to learn how to fish.
Oh yeah, I need to learn how to do that too.
Fishing with a pole, that is.
Yeah, I don't think you guys would appreciate me just walking in the water and
Since we
grabbing
couldn't
it with
take
my
the
hand.
fancy little fish possession stick the last store, that'd have been nice.
I got an eyeball.
You did get an eyeball.
I did.
Yeah.
Where
I
is
wanted
it?
to see if it would bounce. It's in my bag.
Try bouncing it.
See if it bounce. Not in the cemetery.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a
that's
little
probably it.
disrespectful.
That's probably not. a
Mo-
good idea.
We gotta
Just
go,
step
guys.
out of here.
Mausoleum.
I'm feeling a little too
Thing.
attached to this woman. It feels disrespectful.
You know, Flanagan, what you should do is work at a tavern
A
when we're all done
tavern.
here. You know, you see, what would be beneficial about that is you know the drinks because you've been around it.
True.
You can handle yourself in an overall fight, so if someone gets a bit unruly, handle yourself there. Might be a
So-
good overall position for it. And you'd have tons of excitement coming to you because of you get a bunch of weird people that come to the tavern. Like, we go to taverns and we're strange.
That's true. Maybe
That's true.
I should open my own tavern. I think I'd call it.
Ooh,
I think I would call it Flinny's.
I like it.
Flinny's Tavern.
You could have themed drinks and everything.
Yeah, I could name a drink after each of you.
You wouldn't. What?
Demonias
I
would be a
would
bit
probably-
sour.
I think I would make Corwin's drink the strongest to get down, but the one that kicks your ass the most. Or Weebs would
Mine-
probably be the lightest, but
Something
The ti-
floral.
but the sweetest, you know. So it's like an opener. And I think
Demoinias would be sour.
I think
I think mine-
Demoinia's would be just like a tough whiskey.
Mine would just be like 6 shots of Fireball back to back. Pound, pound.
Wow. I should do that. Flinnies.
Can I
Can
get the Demonia? 6 shots lined up, and you just go rack them back
Like,
to
"Brr, brr,
back.
brr, brr."
Actually, that's
It'll
a
be
really
like
good
that.
idea. They order the Demonia, I get a board, and it's just 6 glasses, and they just boom, 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 boom,
What
boom,
you
boom.
could do, if they can get through all 6, in a synchronized without passing out or throwing up, they can have it for free. But if they miss it, they have to
Yeah.
pay for all of it.
It's
I
a challenge.
like that idea. I like that idea. I'm doing it. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to open up my own tavern called Flinny's Tavern, and I'm going to have a drink named after each of us. I'll even have a drink named after Steve.
Oh,
Or maybe I
Yeah.
should make it like a burger or something. Maybe I should make it a fish burger and call it the Steve.
Ah,
There you
there
go.
we
Steve.
Yeah, I like that idea. That makes me excited, you guys. That makes me excited.
wait, can I roll
Awesome.
to see if that eyeball bounces while we're out here?
Yeah.
You want
As
to
you
do that
guys-
here?
You guys walk back out to the main streets, and you're walking down the pavement sidewalks as you're chatting about this. You can see Flanagan's almost jumping up and down in excitement, and as he does, Demoinia pulls out her eyeball and goes to bounce it on the ground. Give me a dexterity check.
What about an animal handling? I'm kidding. Oh man, I got a 6. I'm about to lose my eyeball. I just
You
got
take
that
your
thing.
eyeball. You take your eyeball and you bounce it onto the ground, and it just goes splat, and it just all over the floor.
Well,
Uh-oh.
it worked with frog eyes. I'm just gonna smear it in the ground and keep walking. Disappointed.
Dragonborn eyes are not bouncy. Noted.
Got it.
I'll only collect
to know, I
like 3 or
guess.
4 when we get to the village.
Well,
3
now
or
we
4
know,
max.
though. Now we know.
Can't bounce
Now we
him.
know.
Just gotta admire him.
Okay,
Noted.
you guys are back out in the city, and we will jump back up to the top.
Okay.
Corwin, is there anywhere you would like to go?
What
Just-
time is it? Like in the... Like what
Game.
time is it roughly?
It's about 1 p.m.
Okay, right on.
So
Things are bustling. Let's go to the
in
prison.
What's the bus?
Let's go
I
to
was just
prison.
looking at that.
we're gonna end up there eventually, so might as well just go check it out.
Might as well just cut to the chase. No, I'm saying.
Scope the place out.
If you
Oh,
guys
see
if we
don't want
like
to
it,
explore
see
here
where we'll be
anymore,
staying.
you are also welcome to head for the mountains whenever you're ready to leave.
Nah.
But I got an inquiry for the group. So you know the library we were in, the kind of more rude fellow that we dealt with.
Uh-huh.
So I brought up the book that he said should not be named within this city.
Oh, the Necromonicon.
Yeah, that one. But
Want people to hear you say it.
I kind of want to ask him about if he has books on occult stuff.
I
What?
don't really think I can go back in that store. I tried to rob him, so
That's
that may
fair.
have to be a lone venture. I think
I
he might
can-
arrest me.
Honestly,
can-
yeah, I think he would probably feel more comfortable if you came in alone.
But there was that one lady that told us to go to a couple other places to explore about the Necromonicon. If you'd
Well,
like to.
I'm curious about the cult itself, the one that was risen up while we were in the Waterfall Citadel, and the weird flaming skeletal creatures.
Fair.
Yeah,
If you want to make go, we may have to wait outside. But that's worth
I'm okay.
going
I'm
to.
okay with waiting outside.
yeah, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go ask if he has any books on occult, and then I can go look. I won't actually let him know what book, just books on cults.
Okay, I'll just go find some more eyeballs to bounce.
Okay,
Okay.
so you're heading to the library?
Yeah, I want to go with him and just wait outside.
Okay. So just
Okay.
Flanagan and Orbweeb going in, or
I'm not going in.
who's going in? Just
I'm going
Corwin?
in.
Corwin.
Flanagan
I
and
think it's
Corwin.
just Corwin.
Okay.
Where's the
Like
library?
I said, I think the book person would prefer that we.
All right,
that
we'll
he
just have
probably
it.
went in alone.
Flanagan will also wait outside with everyone,
Okay.
and Corwin will go in on his lonesome.
Okay. I don't think that guy likes me.
You tried to take his flowers.
Those flowers! People are
These
supposed to
ones.
do these things. The ones that are still on the ground. Drop the flowers.
Okay. Corwin, you start walking back in the library. So you open the doors, they make creak, and then they come to a close, just behind you, and you hear a voice calls out, "Ah, welcome back."
Yeah, thanks. First, I wanted to say, sorry for, these. I am drawn. There's several things there. There's that.
Thanks.
So
There you
there's
go.
that. Apparently there's a picture that trying to sneak out as well. So I just wanted to apologize for that.
I appreciate it.
I also wanted to say thank you for the warning about the book that I did bring up that you mentioned me not saying. But I did have a question about some other books, if that'd be possible.
As long as it's not the book.
No. I heard you loud and clear. I'm curious if you have books on cults at all. Really, any?
Can you narrow it down? There's been a lot of cults.
I'm really interested on cults that focus on dead reanimations.
Huh. There's one I have in mind, actually. Maybe it'll work. He walks up to his bookshelf, and you see he goes fumbling through some books, and he pulls one off. He kind of taps the book a little bit and dusts it off, walks back over to you, and places it gently upon the counter, and you look upon the book, and you see it is not in common. Is Dwarvish a language in your character sheet?
It is not.
You look upon the book, and you feel similar to Orbweeb as you're like, to yourself, you can't read this.
I can't read.
That's what this feels like. Alright.
Is there a problem?
Sucks to
Oh,
suck.
What?
You
Oh,
are illiterate.
what language is this? And I don't recognize it.
It's Dwarvish.
Oh, okay. Would you be able to read the title for me? I might be able to find someone to read the rest for me, but just want to make sure that we're in the overall right area for it.
Well, the title reads, he picks it up, he looks upon it. He kind of almost looks like he's squinting a little bit as his eyesight seems to be fading. And he reads upon the book and he goes, Necromancy and the Cults Within.
Yeah, would it be possible for me to check this out or purchase it from you?
Yeah, I mean, we do have renting options available, but we prefer purchase.
Yeah, sure, of course. How does... But first, how much for the book?
The book itself will be 3 gold pieces.
Alright. What if I happen to give you 5? 3 for the book, 1 for the endeavors that transpired on the thievery, and another one just to kind of keep it between us on the one book that I had mentioned that I'm not to speak of. I even threw up make a 6. I'll double it.
I'm not going to argue that. Sure.
More money.
You hand him over the 6 gold pieces?
Yeah.
Alright, you hand him his 6 gold pieces, and he places the book, spins it towards the title's facing you, even though you can't read it, and he slides it across the counter towards you, and he goes, enjoy, and I will keep our transgressions just to myself.
Fantastic. I appreciate that greatly. I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Maribel.
Maribel. Ori. Thank you so much. Again, sorry. And thank you. And he'll head out.
You have a good day, friend. And hey, before you leave.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a master in the magical arts to be able to sense a very evil energy swarming about you. I sense that the
man.
first time you walked in here, I would tread carefully, my friend.
Noted. I appreciate the wisdom. Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
He'll scurry on out of there because he didn't like being called out like that.
You don't fuck me. Wait, sweet.
You
The
return
little
outside.
advice that I got was way better than that.
That's way nicer.
Oh boy.
You got advice that was like, you are one of the forest, you're one of the few. And he's like, you are evil as shit, dude.
I know.
I know.
As Corwin is stepping back outside, Corwin, you can almost instantly see O'Flanagan's eyes gleaming as he's interested in what transpired in there when you were alone, and he chimes in and he goes,
What happened? You're not
Oh.
arrested. That's pretty good, right?
No, I
Did you
grew
get the
up
flowers?
around merchants. No, I gave the flowers back, and apparently you're trying to steal a picture as well. So I took care of it. He's
I
gonna
didn't
keep
tell him to
hush
put the
hush.
flowers in.
I understand that, but he's gonna keep hush hush about it, so no guards are gonna be alerted about the possible thievery going on. Do any of you happen
Thank
to
you,
read
Corwin.
Dwarvish?
No,
Dwarvish. I can read Infernal.
Alright.
I can't read.
That's
Yes.
you know I can read some languages, but now I understand how you feel, and
Yeah,
it's a
they've
bit frustrating.
It's
Fishing
kind of
for
like
dummies in Dwarvish.
You know, I should have asked, and I did not. Or a language translator.
it kind of feels like you're just like major FOMO. Am I right?
I don't
Does
know.
this world understand FOMO?
Well, I don't know what that word is. Is
I
that a
didn't
word?
know
Is that
how
a
else
word
to
you
say
use in the forest? Because I'm not familiar with it. Can you give me the definition of it? I might be able to let you know.
A feeling of missing out.
In a sense, yes.
I feel like I'm missing
Right?
out on my youth.
Word, dude.
The kids these days.
But Ophelia, do you read Dwarvish?
I do not know. I don't know anyone who does either.
Do we know any
Fortune.
dwarves?
No, not me.
I don't know any dwarves. Dwarves.
I
were
don't know
not
how
my
to speak it, so I'm assuming I cannot figure out how to read it. My apologies.
friend. I
Well,
haven't seen any dwarf shops around here.
I'll keep a hold of the book. It's a book on necromancy and the cults that are within that sort of realm. So once I can read it, I might be able to find out more about what was or what is hunting us. Possibly a way to stop it.
Why don't
That's
you go
a
back
brilliant
inside
idea.
and why don't you just go back inside and see if they have a Reading Dwarvish for Dummies book?
Oh, I'm gonna go back in there.
Do they have any
Alright.
other libraries around town with somebody with a little less into with their flowers?
Come and get it. So I need another one.
Turns out none of my friends speak this language.
No, he would not go back in. No.
All right.
Like Corwin will not be doing that. That's understandable. Okay, well, we have the book. If we run into a nice dwarf along the way, then maybe we'll learn why there's a giant skeleton hunting us. Until then, we have to get this egg to that mountain.
Right.
Can we stay here for another day? I like it here.
Maybe we can...
We can find some lodging, I guess.
Alright.
Get a meal. Well, we haven't actually ate and sat down and enjoyed a meal for a while. We were at that tavern, but that was a hell of a night.
That was recovering. I don't think that counts. I wouldn't say it was an enjoyed meal.
No, we can find somewhere to sit down, eat.
Dibs
chat.
on fish.
All right.
Like if they're low, sometimes taverns don't have a lot of stock. So if they have like a low quantity, I'm getting it first. After
Sure.
Steve.
On you, man. It's you and Steve. You
After
can have
Steve.
the fish.
I'll take second to Steve. So after Steve, I will.
respectable.
I have the next one.
You have the next... I will not take the fish. Promise
Perfect.
you that.
Works for
How
me.
is Steve doing? Check in on Steve.
Yeah, you look down and Steve's been with you this entire time. He's just kind of been circling between all of you, doing laps. His tail's wagging. He doesn't seem too concerned about anything.
That's awesome. Okay, good.
He's not
Well, we've
meowing. He's not purring. He's just very neutral.
I respect
I'm
that.
gonna kneel down and give him a few scratches.
Can I give him a
you-
little kiss on the forehead?
Sure. Yeah, you kneel down, or if you kneel down and you scratch Steve by the ears, you see Steve kind of turns his head into your hand as you do. Demoinia leans down as well and kisses Steve on the forehead, and it almost seems like Steve closes his eyes as you can tell it's an act of care.
I want him to know I love him. Well, there's a couple taverns around here.
I want him to know I love him.
It is
There
next up.
are-
It will be Orbweeb's turn. Orbweeb, where would you like to go?
I guess we're going to a tavern. I'm gonna kind of look around and see what the options are. We've got normal tavern. That's a
Girls'
solid
night
start. We've got. Sorry, I'm looking around the thing.
Take your time.
I just saw there's the Fighting Ring Tavern.
There's that one.
That seems a little like we're
We've
not
got
trying
a
to find.
fun, suspicious place called Somewhere. A little intrigued by that. I think the
that.
Fighting Ring Tavern and the normal tavern are our only options. And as the, I'm going to say, peacekeeper of the group, we're going to go to the normal tavern.
Oh, you mean peacekeeper?
I'm gonna step away for like a minute, 2 minutes.
Just because I have to make sure others aren't breathing so I can do my abilities doesn't necessarily make me a bad person.
No, I'm talking about specifically Demoinia and O'Flanagan.
Oh,
You know that.
He has to kill people in order to use his magic.
well, we're out in public. Can you not say that out loud?
I'm talking about personalities, babe. You two just have really strong personalities, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you'll fight someone on a dime, and as respectable as that is, I don't want to get kicked out of this place.
I won't kill them. Demoinia will kill them.
Demoinia would.
I wouldn't kill them.
Homegirl isn't even here to defend herself.
Why am I being? I don't need to be compared to Demoinia. Murder is not an option unless someone who doesn't deserve it is gonna die, and the choice is either they have to die or I do.
Fighting also is not a good alternative.
I don't always resort to fighting.
I distinctly remember us having a very good plan in a certain mansion, and then somebody going against said plan and decided to go, "Hi, I know who this guy is.
That's
I'm
because
gonna
I
go
knew
fight
the
him.
guy. I knew him.
I'm gonna go fight him. I'm not gonna tell anybody."
I knew who he was, and I didn't know where you guys were, and I knew he would have been able to cut me a few favors and possibly fake out the fight
I'm
so
gonna
we could get some.
go up there and I'm gonna wink up at this person and supposed to know what that means.
It got
I
you
didn't
a
know.
world pass, didn't it?
I didn't know what that wink meant. I was sure like, "Hey, I'm going to die now."
Or what was I supposed to say from the arena? Say, "Hey guys, don't worry, I'm gonna throw this fight." So the whole arena hears it. What
don't
can
know.
I do?
I don't know.
Guys, it's fine.
Communication would have been
We're
beneficial.
going to the normal tavern,
I don't.
and that's
catch
that.
up with the group.
That's
and be like,
that.
hey guys, what I miss?
Nothing. Let's go.
Everyone seems upset.
Apparently,
Stop.
Lotus is
Don't
like,
feed into her, guys.
I must have seemed pretty good at being frustrated just now because Lotus is like trying to jump into my lab because he thinks I'm angry.
Oh yeah, he's like, Dad,
It's
Dad.
okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, so you guys are going to the normal tavern?
Yeah.
Okay.
yes.
What about the
no.
fighting? I'm just kidding.
It's okay, bud. Oops, I brought the
music's
wrong
black.
person here. Noise.
Who are you?
Heck,
Scholar
just-
Lieutenant.
I just left a Flanagan back at the Lotus. Oh my gosh, it's fine.
Got a big old dog up on you.
He's literally trying to crawl into my lab right now.
You should just
Aw.
replace your face with his for like 2 seconds in the cloud. I just want to see him.
How am I
Like,
supposed
Plus
to?
his big ol' head.
You
There's no way to
underestimate
do
how
that.
much
That's-
space I
Oh,
have
yeah.
right here. You guys-
I completely
Put his
understand why you
front
can't.
paws on the desk.
I have no space.
Looks like Matt in
Scoot
the
back.
chat said, "Show us Lotus."
Put him in
Show
front
us,
of you
Lotus.
and lift him up.
Yo, the
This is what
chat
the viewers
said.
want.
I'm pretty desperate to see
Come
it.
here. Come here. It's okay.
Ah.
Come on.
Yeah, but Dad, you said not to do this. You literally said not to
I know
do
I
this.
did. Come here.
Said
He
father.
said the viewers want it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It
Oh,
looks
he's
so
not that big.
crazy when you're just in a cloud.
When I'm sitting, he kind of is.
I
He doesn't.
am
Oh, it's a baby. Baby boy. Oh my god. Oh,
amazing.
I'm your biggest fan, Lotus. I'm your biggest fan. I love you so much. Oh my god, I love that kid more than fucking life itself. Holy shit.
Ugh.
Oh,
All right. Well, now he's in my lab.
wow, that gave me the biggest rush of adrenaline ever. I love
That
that
was-
dog.
I saw his head start to poke up, and I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!"
Oh, wow, it's him. It's him. It's him.
I said,
Total
"Guys, calm
fangirl
down."
moment. A genuine fangirl moment.
Okay. Do I have control of Flanagan now? I do. All right. Sweet. Normal tavern.
Am I not allowed to come? That's fine. I'll stay outside the
Shut
library.
up.
It's fine.
Fine.
I took you guys to the wrong place. Hold on.
Where are
Hey,
we now?
Vicky,
how
I'll
is it
interesting?
bruised. Yeah, David. Hold on.
Oh, there's
Everyone-
a
done?
there's a
Up.
carriage right. Oh,
Stand
Nope.
by.
Yo.
Wrong.
I
Oh,
know.
that's kinda
I had to
weird.
rewrap myself.
Why does
Weird.
everything keep going black?
it's
I'm
weird vision.
hallucinating.
I was in the street.
All right.
Why do I keep passing out?
Okay. So you guys not re-enter. You guys walk into this nice, gentle tavern that kind of opens up into more of a traditional bar style instead of an innkeep at the front.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna go directly up to the bartender. Up here.
Chair.
Which
Oh,
one would you
I'm
like to
behind the
speak
bar.
to? You can see
I see.
one is a human and one is a elf.
Let me see. I'm gonna talk to Belladonna up here. I'm gonna
Okay.
talk to the one to the left.
How's it going, hun? Welcome to the tavern. What can I get for you?
Hello. I was wondering if I could get an ale, and I was also curious if you would mind me playing my lute here in the corner for a little extra cash, little extra coin. I should say.
Did you want us to pay you?
I just wanted to see if I could get some tips while I was hanging out. If that wouldn't
yes.
affect your bar flow. I'm a
That's
pretty
fine.
good lute player.
That's fine.
Pretty good at what I do. All
If
right,
you're
and
not
I'll
great,
take it.
we might have to ask you to stop.
It's understandable, but I'd say I'm pretty good at what I do.
I guess we'll see about that. Here's
And-
your ale. She
Perfect.
she pours it into an ale glass and slides it to you, and she goes, "That will be 1 silver piece."
I can do that.
Can we just start a tab? Would that be possible? Sorry to interrupt.
Absolutely, no worries. Is it all of you who just walked in?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
just be us four.
I think I just saw Lotus's nose for like a split second.
All right. Yeah, we'll just start a tab then. So I'm gonna walk over. Let me see. Let me find a good spot. I don't know. Hold on.
Maybe I was thinking like maybe right up here by like the fireplace.
I'm gonna stand up here and just start playing my lute.
We don't
I'm
want to
gonna-
be in the way of the
I'm
door.
gonna-
That's where the employees go.
Well, I'm gonna go. Okay, well, I'm next to the bucket. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna take a shoe off, put it in front of me, and start playing my lute.
All right, hold on. I can't do this. Hold on. I can't.
He said, "All right, I can't do this."
All right, I can't do this. I can't.
Lotus, it's okay. That takes
Lotus,
away
feel
like
big.
80% of my concentration.
That's completely
that's
fair.
fair.
It's a lot to take on. I appreciate the Lotus.
I'm gonna take
show.
a
100%.
5-minute intermission while I put him to bed.
Okay.
Put him down.
Hello.
Okay, I'm back. I put him to sleep.
You send him to bed. This is
Bye.
bedtime.
Yep. But
Tanya's
usually we're
sprinting.
like going to bed literally right now, so he's probably like getting antsy, like, what's going on? All the lights are on and you're not in bed. And, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
my cat is staring at me
Is
right
there?
now from the bed. She's literally like right. You can't see her, but she's right over
Oh.
there, and she's like, "Girl, let's go. Like, what
She
are
was
we
like,
doing?" And-
what's going on?
Yeah, she's like, "We're usually in bed."
Okay. So, resume. You guys get past the ale. You guys get past ales to each of you. Oh, Flanagan takes a light sip and he kind of raises his hand and goes,
Do you have fish by chance?
she goes, yeah, we have a little left. How many do you need?
Let's see. I will take 2 for me, and do you have tuna for the little guy?
Yeah. What's the little guy?
Hey, where are we? Where's Steve?
You're talking, but you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Steve isn't allowed in public establishments.
You left him outside?
He's outside.
That's where we normally leave him.
Grab the man and get him some fish. I'm yelling at you from this side of the bar playing my lute.
All right. I'm gonna run outside and acquire Steve.
Okay. You head outside. You do see Steve is kind of just sitting near the door, just kind of watching people walk on by. And as you do walk outside, you do see as Steve is sitting there, there is a man crouching towards Steve, holding his hand out towards Steve.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Steve
Okay, you walk
and
up to
say,
Steve and
and
you
just
grab
give
him.
like a little like smile and nod and wave and Try to put my head
You
back
walk
down.
up to Steve, you grab him, and he looks over to you and he gives you a good nod, and he turns away and walks back into the crowds, hustling and bustling through the street. You walk back into the
Well, I did not
tavern.
want a social interaction.
You walk back in the
Mm.
tavern with Steve in your arms, and
Oh, there he is. Okay, so yeah, 1 tuna for him, and I will take 2 salmon for me, like your big portions.
Okay, yeah, I will get that flayed and set up just momentarily. Give me 5 minutes.
you guys are operating through the tavern. Demoinia, you start playing on your lute for everyone to hear. You're actually doing pretty well, but I will need a performance check.
That's understandable. Let me see what I got. I got a +7 on performance, which gives me a goddamn 10.
You're
Like, me for
doing
real.
all right. It's nothing they haven't heard before. And it's not anything people are going to be stargazing at either. But it's not bad. It doesn't really.
Can
it
I
doesn't-
be?
Huh?
Am I proficient in that in playing the lute?
They would automatically apply it to your roll. That's why it's a +7.
I know. I just wanted-
Because then I just wanted a second
I'm
chance.
Yeah,
so
you're
mad
doing-
I got this fucking 10
You're doing
out of
alright, and
+7.
passerbyers kind of take notice of it, and you do notice one walks up, and he walks up to you. Why are you behind the sign?
Yeah, I am.
You see a halfling walks up to you, and you see he kind of has a smirk on his face as he walks up, and he has 1 silver piece, and he slowly lowers it into your boot while giving you a crooked smile. He goes, "Nice tunes," and he puts it into the boot.
Red
I'm
flags,
gonna go-
babe.
I'm gonna be like, "Ugh, thanks, man." I'm gonna continue to play.
Alright.
I'm gonna ask
see.
him if he has any requests.
Do you know the Gentleman's Tale?
Do I know the gentleman's tale?
Give
Can I
me,
dessert?
give me a history check.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Let's see what I get. I got a 15.
You are aware of the Gentleman's Tale. It was a song played by bards, typically on ships that were traveling overseas. This song kind of derives from a part of history where people would typically it was a warfare song.
Okay,
It was a
I'm
song
gonna
used
tell him.
sometimes for soldiers when they needed a little bit of uplifting. But a part of this, sometimes the song itself is somewhat not super welcomed in some taverns because it reminds people of war times, and nowadays there's a lot of peacekeeping.
I'm gonna tell him like that song's a little risky. Give me a gold piece and I'll play it.
5 silver pieces.
6.
Deal. He puts 6 silver pieces into your hat. He walks back over to his buddy, and they both sit on a leather couch across their room, and they kind of just look at you and snicker somewhat.
Sure, I'll start playing it.
Okay. You begin playing the Gentleman's Tale, and you can tell the tavern keeps look over to you for a moment, and then look back over to everyone else drinking their ales, as they don't pay much mind to you at the moment.
Beautiful. I made 6 silver piece out of that.
What are the rest of you doing?
Oh, can I get a lamb hock?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what a lamb hock is.
Oh, it's the back
I'm being
end
real with you right now.
of a sheep. It's usually like a part of the sheep's leg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. She looks to you and she goes, I assume cooked?
Well, that would be ideal.
Okay, yeah, just give me 5 minutes, hun, and it will be ready. In the meantime,
Right.
I do have the order of 2 salmon and 1 tuna for the bird fellow. Where'd he go?
I'm right here.
Oh,
Thank you.
his name's O'Flanagan. We don't call him bird
O'Flanagan?
people.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, Flanagan.
You see O'Flanagan looks to you and then he looks back to her and he goes,
It's okay. Thank you.
and he takes the two salmon. He takes the he takes the two salmon, the tuna, and he hands some of the tuna over to Orb that's holding Steve, and he takes 2 of the salmon for himself and begins chowing down. He begins by taking the entire fish and holding it over his beak and dropping it in, and you guys watch as the fish just drops into his beak. One quick clench, and it seems like he just swallows it in one bite. Does the same thing again. Boom, down the hatch. Both
Fucking
are gone.
pelican.
Old.
Both are gone. Or is there anything you like to do?
Give Steve the fish.
Alright, you're holding the fish in your
Word.
hand, it's very slimy, and you hold it out for Steve, and Steve just kind of like turns his head away from the tuna.
Steve, you don't like tuna? I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals, and I'm gonna figure out why Steve doesn't want to eat.
Okay,
Gosh,
cast
I
Speak
could
with
do that
Animals.
at work.
You
You are
cast
wild.
Speak with Animals, and Steve goes, I am not used to eating when I can't have some ground beneath my paws.
Do you want me to feed you outside?
Am I not allowed to stand on the floor in this building?
Oh, sorry. I thought he was on the floor.
Oh, I thought you were holding it in your
Oh.
arms.
No, I'm holding Tux in my arms.
Oh, I mean, I thought you said you walked in holding him in your arms. Okay. Yeah, you put Steve on the ground, and then he begins chowing down on the
Yeah.
tuna.
Perfect.
Anything else you guys would like to do?
I'm gonna, I didn't get ale, right? I didn't order any.
No.
I think everybody. Oh, okay.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna, ask lovely water, and if she has a fruit platter or a veggie platter.
So you're asking
I'll
for
send
water and a fruit platter or a veggie platter?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. You turn over to her and you ask her that question, and you go, we could probably sort something. We don't have one officially, but I could probably get something sorted out for you, hun.
Yeah, if you could just throw some veggies and some fruit on a plate, I'll just pay whatever.
All right. Give me. Let me take a little bit longer because I gotta go through the back. I say 10 minutes.
Hey, that's totally fine. You take your
Alright.
time.
Thank you, hun. In the meantime, I do have the order of the lamb for the other individual. Sir, lamb order
Right
for
over
you.
there.
Oh, thank you.
She slides your plate down to you and gives you a gentle smile as she goes and heads for the back and disappears behind the closed doors.
Thank you. Fantastic.
Okay. Is there anything else any of you want to do?
Arby,
No.
I know that you're not huge on meat, but have you had lamb?
No.
Do you want to try it?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to offer.
That's okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll then
I'll
again,
try
do you
some.
want a piece? Yeah, that's fine.
That
He'll
wasn't
go and
bad.
he'll cut a piece off and he'll hand it to him.
Huh. Do I just is
So-
it just like fish? Just
No. So you don't just eat it all at once. Savor it. Put it in your mouth. Move it around. Trust me. Fish you can slide down your gullet. This you don't want to do that with.
does it fight back?
No, but you want to savor it.
What is that? What does that mean?
So, you know when the fish, when you ate it, how long did the flavor last in your mouth?
Fish have flavor?
You see, you're missing out on a whole smorgasbord of different sensory things as far as eating goes. Take a small piece off of what I cut you, just put it in your mouth, lay it in your mouth. That's it. Don't chew nothing.
Just
Lay
put
it
it
in
in my
mouth.
beak.
That is it.
Okay.
You see, he takes the lamb from you. He kind of raises it over his head, opens his beak, drops it in, and you watch as it drops in. He closes his beak and like looks back down, and you can tell he kind of has like a full mouth. And he kind of just looks to you, and he kind of just like looking into your eyes, like waiting for you to tell him what to do.
Move your tongue. Experiment. Feel the piece of the lamb meat in your mouth.
He starts just shaking his head like this, and you can kind of hear what sounds like the lamb bouncing around in his beak. It just...
So what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now swallow.
That's alright.
Well, all right.
That was fine.
What, was I
alright.
supposed to be amazed?
All right. This time, take a drink of your ale first,
Okay.
then eat a piece of the meat.
Alright. Ale. Meat.
You see he drops it down the hatch, he closes his beak, looks back down, looks to you.
Yeah, and swallow. Well,
Whoa. I tasted. Whoa.
I know. Now, if you do that with fish and wine, that's that much better.
What's wine?
Wine is fermented grapes. So it's mushed grapes been sitting out for a while, and you
Sounds
drink
fancy.
it. It's pretty fancy.
Um,
It's like ale for really rich people.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell for her and be like, it's fancy ale.
fancy ale. Okay, I want to try that sometime.
Tastes like crap.
I'm so used to eating my food as fast as I can, and I've never really savored it.
Yeah.
before. I've always kind
Well,
of
now,
like, in and out, you know.
well, and the lifestyle that, especially the one that we recently were put into, we had to eat when we had to very quickly. Right now, nothing too bad going on.
Knock on wood.
What are you doing? Who's transforming into a fucking bear? That's not canon for our viewers. That's
I'm gonna have to make sure to try to savor it more next time.
Yeah. Well, when you have a
What do
chance.
salmon tastes like if you savor it.
Also, cheese. Cheese is wonderful.
I've never had cheese.
Cheese is really good.
I'll have to try that too.
Next time she comes out, maybe we'll get a little cheese platter and see if she has wine.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, that might be fun.
You do notice she, as you say that, she comes back out from the back room and she has a veggie platter made with a couple of fruit on it. She walks over to Orbweeb.
Here is your veggie platter, hun. That will be 2 silver pieces.
Perfect. I'm gonna hand her 2 silver pieces. Thank you. Or I'm gonna hand her 3.
Oh, thank you. You don't have to do that, hun.
Oh, I am more than happy to, and thank you so much for accommodating me.
Thank you so much for your generosity. I hope it does our tavern justice for your taste buds.
It will. Thank you so much.
She kind of heads back behind the counter and starts going through various dishware. Demoinia, at this point, you have acquired 2 more silver pieces.
Alright. Making money over here. What y'all know about that?
And the halfling walks back up to you and goes, "You like playing that song, huh? You enjoy
I'm gonna
that
get
song?
really mad about his tone and be like, what the fuck is up with you, dude?
You
Why are
didn't
you
make
so-
as much money as you could have if you weren't playing that song. Joke's on you!"
Wow.
And he goes
Do I hear
running
this?
back. He goes running
My
back over
character-
to
Oh, my character wants to beat the shit out of that dude.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, do we hear
I'm-
that?
I'm gonna pack my
Give
pull
me
the
a
silver
perception
out of my
checks.
boot, stick it in my pocket, and start walking towards that dude.
the.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, hold on. Let me roll for Flanagan too. see
You
if
said
notice it.
perception?
That's a 20. I heard that shit.
I'm pissed.
Flanagan did not hear that.
I'll tell him, like, oh, Flanagan, we might need your assistance.
I got Nate.
Or I
I'll
believe you
tell-
also did not hear it.
I'll tell Orb we what I heard.
But
Alright,
we
I'm
got someone talking some not being overly kind to Demoinia over there. We
Martin
may
Q.
need
Schmidt?
to.
Someone's
Yeah,
harassing
Let me
Demoinia?
move! Let
Yeah.
me move!
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Free me!
I'd be like, what the fuck did you? Like, I'd be like, you think it's funny to mess with my livelihood? I'm just gonna get really mad.
You walk up to the halfling, who you notice is standing next to a... What did I make this guy again?
Quark.
Pork.
Quark.
Okay, he's a
The
half-orc.
Defiant.
You notice this halfling is hanging out with the green half-orc, and the half-orc just goes, "Grr, grr." And the halfling goes,
You don't like tricks and games, do ya? You think you can just come into a tavern and do whatever you want?
I'm like, I'll show you some tricks and games, and I'm gonna swing on him.
Alright, you swing on him. Give me an attack roll.
Oh, you have to let us step in.
Can I? Because I'm right there. Can I try and grab her arm to
is-
stop her?
Give me a strength check, and Demoinia, give me to hit.
Okay. Look, man,
That's-
it's part of my character. I'm sorry.
I
No,
understand.
no, I like it.
13.
I like the roleplay. It's good. You're playing to your character. Makes for interesting encounters. 20 and 13. So, you go to reach out for her arm, and she just powers through your hand and knocks it away, and absolutely punches this guy in the face.
I got a 20 to fucking hit him.
What's your unarmed strike damage?
Oh, fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, so yeah, you go to punch him in the face, and you just kind of smack him, and he's like,
Oh, you think you can just do whatever you want, huh? I'm gonna show you what this is really about.
he takes his fist and he goes to punch you in the gut. Being a little bit shorter and you taller, he aims for your waistline.
Pussy.
He throws his punch and he just swings short and he goes,
Ah, you got lucky there, you little punk. You're
Well,
such
Alright,
a
I'm
little
that
punk.
you're a tad short.
I'm
there,
gonna
man.
cast.
That's a lot of
vicious
shit talking from you, you little ugly freak show. What are you doing
Well,
here?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
bring
cast
it on,
vicious
Untitled.
mockery on him.
Do it.
I finally get to use it. Like,
Ruin
you
his fucking
stupid,
day.
short, dumb motherfucker. This is my livelihood. Fuck you. And I'm gonna string that out on him with a hit of 2 hit points. Enough to sting. I'm killing this motherfucker.
You think
It
your
left a little
insults
something.
are gonna be a problem for me? I don't think so. Gurak, take care of her.
and you see the half-orc goes, "Ugh," and he walks over to Demoinia and he kind of walks up to your face and he goes, "Ugh, ugh." And he kind of just shrugs his shoulders at you, trying to get you to back up.
I'm gonna be like, what, your little boyfriend's gonna save you? And then I'm gonna cast sleep on
On both of them, or just him?
This is so funny. I wanna see how many people I can.
I think it's 2 or something like that.
Oh, it's a rolling of 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect.
Okay.
So I actually won't know until I roll, but I'm
Give me
gonna
the
roll.
5d8.
Okay, primarily I want to hit the guy that can fuck me up,
Okay.
Mr. Quark, and then I will be putting the other guy to sleep if I can. I got a 22.
Okay, 22. You wave your hand and he goes, "Ugh," and he just falls down on the ground and slumbers onto the table, just collapses upon it, and he goes,
Right.
Ah, Gurak, you lazy piece of shit.
and spits on
Seems
him.
like your muscles
I
a
look
bit
at him and
tired.
be like, I'm gonna look at motherfucker who likes to talk shit and be like, that's the shit that could happen to you if you keep talking to me like that. Bitch.
Just insert bitch.
Bitch.
Standalone
Bitch.
word here.
Standalone, separate from the rest of the sentence.
Yeah.
Bitch.
New paragraph, bitch.
End paragraph. Moving on.
Chapter
You
2,
see-
bitch.
You see, he raises his hands, Yeah, his name is okay. He says he raises his hand and he goes, "You're gonna see the power of Donjay. Bring it!" And he kind of raises his hands to Demoinia, ready to fight her. Flanagan
gonna
kind of
laugh
chimes
in
in
his
and he
face.
goes,
I say we just let Demoinia handle this. Yeah, we just. Corwin, I think it's okay. You just tavern
I'm gonna
fights
try to
happen
be like,
all the time.
I fucking got
we'll
this.
be
alright?
we'll be the ring guard, so this doesn't become a bigger fight.
All right. All right.
Okay. I mean, sometimes I kind of want to see this little piece of smut kind of get his ass kicked. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I'm gonna have you guys give me initiative. Just a second. Give me initiative roll.
Just wanted to eat some cheese and some,
Yeah, I got a
some
9.
wine.
I didn't even
Initiative,
get to
bitch,
touch
roll
my
it.
fucking strawberry, bro.
Okay. Alright. So Donjay takes its fist and he goes to clobber you into the gut. With a 12. Is that hit? I think you're muted. Wait, I can't hear any of you guys. What the fuck? That was
We're running the stream. Fuck.
sorry.
Oh,
There we go.
Red Romeo.
I was like, we are in charge.
I'll just take
Sorry.
your place if you go mute. Don't worry.
Okay, so I'll repeat what I just said. He raises his fist and he goes to clobber you into the waistline, and he got a 12 to hit.
He matches.
Matches. Okay, so his fist comes borrowing towards your waist, and you kind of grab onto his fist. Give me a strength check.
That's a bad one for me. We'll see how this goes. Strength. There it is. Sorry, I've had a couple sodas.
You're good.
I got a 1.
A 1?
Ooh.
Okay. He powers through your
ass
hands. He powers through your hands, punching you in the gut. With you being on a natural 1, it almost gives him more force as you almost pull him towards you. As his fist.
It was an unnatural 1. I'm just pointing that out.
it's-
It was a 2 minus 1.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just pointing
Good,
that out.
Good. Thank you
That
for
does
telling me.
make a
Okay.
difference.
Yeah, it does.
He clobbers you into the waistline, and you can feel his punch clobber into your stomach, and you take 3 non-lethal damage.
Okay, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Oh my god.
He says, "You think I was done with that? That's not all I got." And he goes to swing again.
He swings
14
again.
to hit. He
Yeah,
Oh,
he
takes
Corwin's
his,
walking
he takes
away.
right hand, clobbers you in the chest, into the waistline, takes his left hand, says, "My name is Donjay!" Boom! And he punches you in the waistline again, dealing 3 more damage.
Is there any way I could smack him with a sword?
You can use like the hilt.
The hilt, I want to pistol whip this guy with
It'll
my
be
sword.
half damage.
That's disappointing. All right.
And
While this is going on, can I go talk to the barkeep just real quick?
Yeah, you can head over to the barkeep.
Intermission.
Real quick.
He's gonna pull out 3 gold, like just for any damages that may transpire here, and another 2 just to keep this quiet, please.
Just
You guys are gonna run me fucking dry here.
All this shit. It's literally me. It's like, sorry she stole that. Sorry she's killing everybody in your bar. Sorry. I'm gonna cast sleep on that guy.
Okay. Give me the 5d. 5d8.
Oh, hold on. I gotta fix that. 21.
He clobbers you twice in the waistline, and you just wave your hand as you the pink powdery essence flows from you, and he just goes, "You need to put me use magic to beat me, you little bit," and he just falls down on the ground slumbering.
In that moment, I'm gonna kick him as hard as I possibly can in the gut.
Okay.
And
Give
then
me
look
a-
over.
Unarmed
Won't
attack.
that wake him up?
Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm right next to her, so I say that out loud.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna
She's
go
like
to kick.
winding up her kick.
She's like,
Yeah.
isn't that gonna fucking? And I'm gonna
Oh my
stop.
god!
And I'm gonna turn around and be like, you know what, guys? I don't want to ruin the night for everybody. Guy tried to try me. I'm just trying to do my job here. All I know is this performance thing, and he wanted to
Kind of seemed
maybe
like he
play
was
a
beating
war.
you.
He wanted to make me play a war song for
A war
little
song?
money, and yeah, you know the history behind that song. He wanted me to play that shit. Played that shit. Barely gave me any money. And was to talk all this fucking lips. So they're going to bed. And
I'm
we're
with you,
gonna
babe.
just
Let's just let them sleep and we can continue. I have some fruit over there. Your music was wonderful. Let's just keep it going and we'll just let them slumber. Maybe, like, they'll wake up at some point, right?
yeah, they'll
Right.
wake up. Yeah, they'll wake. Don't worry, I didn't kill anybody. All right, I
Okay.
chose a peacefuler path. Nobody's dead.
That was very mature of you, Demoinia.
Smart move to
I
make it
appreciate
non-lethal. I thought you were
I
gonna
could have
pull out a
thrown some
knife.
fire at his ass. I'm just,
Yeah, I thought she was gonna straight murder them.
look, I didn't want to ruin the night for anybody. We came here for no violence. That man chose violence, so
True.
we're just gonna go
Perfect.
get some food. Calm down.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna take a really, really, really big deep breath and walk back to the bar and order another ale.
Love it. God damn. He's relentless. Jesus Christ. All right. You head back to the bar. You're ordering an ale.
Yeah.
Okay. You order an ale from the tavern keep, and he passes one to you. It's 1 silver piece. You give him the 1 silver piece. All right. You hand him over the
Yeah.
1 silver piece. You take your ale. You start sipping on it. You guys all kind
gonna
of
try
regather at the tavern table. Those two are well asleep.
Perfect.
What do you guys
I'm
want
gonna
to do?
look to the tavern keep and be like, I'm sorry about that. You have some hooligans in your bar. I dealt with them.
It's pretty common around these parts. It is a tavern.
It's tavern.
It's a tavern.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me play in your bar. I'm just
Eh.
gonna sit down and drink my ale.
I appreciate your music. You guys all kind of sit at the tavern. Is there anything you guys want to do?
I need cheese and wine.
Cheese and wine. That'll be 5 silver pieces.
Just on the tab will be just fine. We'll take care of it at the end.
He or she goes behind the counter, pours some wine, gets some cheese, puts it on the table for you.
Fantastic. And he'll pick it up and walk over to Flanagan, take a seat. Like, all right. Now you're gonna try cheese and wine.
This is the famous cheese and wine, huh? Okay. So what do? I do wine first?
But to be fair, I've never drank this stuff. I've only read about it. So this will be new for both of us.
All right. So we're both drinking. All right. We need. Do I need to get a cup?
Yeah, probably a cup.
Yeah. Okay. He walks over to the tavern, grabs 2 cups, comes back over with your wine bottle. You pour out 2 glasses of wine.
I'm gonna
Toast.
Yeah, toast. Inspiring words. I'm not that person. Demoinia, I need toast.
Come on, yeah. We need inspiring words.
Oh, where are you at? I'm finding you in the bar.
I'm gonna grab my plate and walk over to them to sit at the same table.
Okay. You walk.
You walk over with you and Steve, and you guys kind of sit at the table with O'Flanagan and Corwin. And you see
Y'all want-
O'Flanagan and Corwin are holding glasses of wine.
Y'all want some
I'm gonna-
cheese and wine?
So hold my ale up and be like, I'll take some cheese. You guys need a toast?
Yeah. Apparently that's a thing.
Well, here's to semi-decent health and mediocre luck to each of us. Cheers.
And sleepy
Cheers.
hooligan.
It's my first toast. I get it.
Takes a sit back.
And then now you swallow, and you eat the cheese.
The cheese. Okay. Let me grab the cheese.
Grabs the cheese, down the hatch.
And then you swallow. Perfect.
Not bad. But the wine is meh. But the
Yeah.
cheese, you're on to something with the cheese.
Cheese is good.
Cheese
Cheese
is
is
really
pretty
good.
good.
I gotta get more of that.
Don't eat too much cheese. I don't know about you, but I get really bad gas if I eat too much cheese.
Telling you, man.
I'm gonna lean over to Corwin. Is cheese vegan?
Oh,
Alina, big cheese is made of milk.
Milk?
yeah,
Milk.
Oh, like oh.
like from a cow or goat.
That's not bad, right?
I
I don't
like
know.
if you want some cheese, you're more than welcome to have some cheese.
I don't think anybody died to give you this cheese.
I'll take it. I'm gonna take a piece of cheese and try cheese for the first time.
Wow.
Okay.
This
You
is
take a
big
piece of
moment.
cheese into your hand and you down the hatch. You give me a You can either roll for it or just decide if you like it or not. Up to you.
Nah, I want to roll for it. I want to figure out if I like cheese or not
Okay.
by the
Give
fate of the
me-
D&D gods.
Give me just a natural. Give me a d20.
Just a D20? Perfect.
Yep.
Maliki's like, get that shit out of your mouth.
Get this
This
shit!
is a fucking animal product.
Come on. Roll. No.
You do
Damn.
not like it.
Did I roll?
Yeah, you already rolled.
Oh.
You got a 4.
You got a 4.
Mm.
You
Oh,
do
okay,
not
yeah.
like the taste of it. It you can almost you taste it and it just feels very squishy in your mouth. There's
Very
not much-
too animal byproduct-y.
There's not a lot of flavor to it. You've eaten a lot of veggies and fruit for a while, so cheese is a whole new sensation, and it's just
It's an
not
acquired
one-
taste.
It's not one that you're a fan of.
Alright, well,
If you were to rate
don't
it on
think
a
I
1
like
to
that.
10, you'd be like a 2 out of 10.
yeah.
Word.
I didn't really like that much, but that's awesome that you guys do.
This is fantastic. Can I have another one?
Yeah,
Is
no, that go for it.
Oh,
Ev-
sweet.
Anyone who wants it, it's fine. It's on the tab.
And if Lincoln just kind of keeps digging into the cheese. Is there anything else you guys like to do?
No.
About an hour passes by. You guys are chatting at the table, eating some cheese, drinking some wine. None of you are intoxicated. You're prepared to head out of the tavern. Do you want to leave?
I'm gonna pay my
Yeah.
tab.
You head over to the barkeep, and the tab is currently 9 silver pieces.
I'm just gonna cover it with a gold piece.
You give her 1
Are
gold
you-
piece. She gives you a friendly nod. Thanks you for your generosity and how nice you guys were at the tavern. It's a very unique personality that she has come across so far in her business. You guys all gather up your things and you head out of the tavern.
Well, that was fun. I enjoyed
That
that.
was
I
fun.
had a great time.
You guys are in the market streets of Pelios. You see a lot of business dealings happening, various different market stands. And Flanagan kind of chimes in and he goes,
Well, what's next?
We should probably find a place to sleep tonight.
I think it's wise.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to probably leave in the morning to go
Maybe-
deliver the egg.
Get rid of the egg.
It's almost time to get rid of the egg. That's crazy. I feel like we've had that for a really long time.
We
It's only
have.
been about a week, actually.
Really?
Feels like forever.
Feels like a lifetime.
Yeah. I think it's
Wow.
been about a week.
Wow.
Do you think when we get to the inn, someone can start teaching me how to read?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Dang.
What language are you guys going to teach her reading?
Probably common would probably be the easiest
I'm
one.
assuming
Common
that's
would
what
probably
the
be the
book I
easiest.
have is. I'm gonna pull out
It
the
is.
book and show it to them and be like, "Is this common?"
you guys can see it is common.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
shit,
abyssal.
we didn't ask.
Like, oh fuck!
All right, cool. I'm gonna put it back.
Like,
Okay.
I can teach you some Inferno if you'd like to.
An inferno.
You know that book where it says fishing for dummies? That word
Uh-huh.
fish, and then that sign that was up there for that fish stall, he'll be like, so that word fish, it's the same one that's up there. That's what fish looks like when it's written.
So
We'll
there's
start with the
like
alphabet.
okay.
But visual connection.
Perfect.
The word fish. We're back in the light. Where are we?
Okay.
Who
You
are you?
guys
Where are
are
we?
walking down the. You guys are walking down the
Right.
streets for a little while, and you do come across a big sign. It just reads in gold lettering. You walk inside, and you are greeted by a man in his 30s, and he has a very friendly tone. And he speaks out, and he goes, "Hey everyone, welcome to my inn. What can I do for you?"
We all need a place to stay tonight. If you have
Oh.
openings.
Yeah, we got a couple of rooms available. It is 5 silver pieces for one room.
We can do that.
Probably no.
How many rooms would you like?
4, I
I'll have-
suppose.
Do we want to do
Four.
our own or bunk up?
I guess we could bunk up to save a little bit
Save
of
some
cash.
money and just bunk up in rooms. So 2?
All right, we'll take 2 rooms then.
He turns around and walks up to a cabinet and pulls out 2 brass keys and turns around to you guys and puts them on the counter. And he says, "These are 2 rooms just for you lot. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to help. If anybody gives you tough business, we have people who can take care of them as well."
Don't worry,
I'm
I
gonna
can
give
take
him
care of
a.
them.
No,
I'm gonna
he
give
says
him
he
one
has
gold.
people for it.
I'm the people.
No,
I'm the
the
people. I'm gonna give him 1 gold piece.
All right, you give him 1 gold piece. He thanks you, and you guys are
Thank
all
him.
heading to your rooms.
oh, is there breakfast in the morning?
We do serve a complimentary breakfast. We do accept donations for the breakfast if you would like to assist in, the development of our inns across Pelios. We are planning on serving bacon and eggs in the morning if you would like to
All
partake.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. Yeah. Well, do you have like a jar or a tankard or something to put donations in, or do it loop into the room stay itself?
There should be a little glass jar in each room. It'll read donations around it. If you'd like to place it there, please feel free. We have someone check
Yeah.
the rooms every morning, so nobody should steal it from you. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, definitely. You're gonna get a donation from me.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great time at our inn. Please let me know if you have any questions. My name is Eros.
Eros, Kyron, and then he'll turn and
All right.
making his way.
Mhm.
Need an empty room.
Me and Orb, we've already bunked up.
We're smart gals. We got on that shit immediately.
Okay.
First, we'll do the interchange between O'Flanagan and Corwin.
Oh, this is our room, huh? This is this is nice.
Yeah,
It's got a little loft area with some couches and 2 queen-size beds. Wow, this is a fancy inn. My God, I've been wasting my life in the Waterfall Citadel. This place does not cease to amaze me.
Well, one day you should be able to have this lifestyle, the one you're wanting.
Yeah,
as soon as all
Flinnies.
things are taken. Yes.
It's gonna be
Well,
an amazing tavern.
One day I'll have to stop by, and then I'll let you know if I come across any others, different foods.
You will have to bring me all of the special foods you come across in your travels after our quest is done, and I will make sure to add them to my menu. And if you ever need to stay at my tavern, of course, you'll always be welcome.
Appreciate it. If you don't mind, I've been wearing the same garbs for a while now, so I'm gonna take that. I don't mind. I'm no shame. I'm just letting you know that I'm taking this off because it's starting to rub in places.
You know, I didn't even think about that. I should probably get a change of clothes too.
Yeah.
I wonder if they just have clothes in the cabinet here. You see O'Flanagan.
You see O'Flanagan walks up to the cabinet and he opens the doors, and there are just hangers and different jackets and wares hanging in the closet. You do see a little sign saying, if you'd like to purchase an outfit, please speak to the innkeeper.
Like, this one's been blasted, and I've got remnants of different things on it, so probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get it cleaned or buy a new set.
Just a second. Ooh. I wonder how that works. Okay, so you open the cabinet and you start looking through the clothing. You find a blue shirt, a green shirt, a white shirt, what seems to be a in uniform, some green pants. Is someone raising their hands?
No, I'm sorry. I did not mean to press that.
Oh, you're all good. And some different wares. Would you like to take from them?
What were my options again?
Green shirt, blue shirt, white shirt. There's a red and black uniform, a beige uniform, green pants, and a beige tunic top.
I'll wear the uniform for right now.
Which uniform? The red and black one?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never done this before, so I guess pick that up. See what happens. Should just hold it. I wonder if I can like put it on you. Maybe not. Wardrobe, item, clothes, attire, pickup, decorations.
Well, next session he'll have
Yeah,
new clothes.
yeah. We'll figure that out. O'Flanagan also goes through it and starts picking out his outfits and whatnot. We go over to Demoinia and who are holding plants.
I don't know how to put it down.
She just
Press X.
texted me. Was like, how do I put this down?
You guys are welcomed into a room with the green walls, very nice layout. This seems to be a more welcoming inn than you've seen so far. It is a little bit nicer than the Great Oak Tavern. It does make you a little reminiscent. It makes you kind of miss Jat a little bit, as it seems like he was one of the first nice people you've met, and it kind of makes you reminiscent of that.
Oh.
Is there anything you guys would like to discuss, or do you want to straight to bed?
Read.
Tell it. What?
Oh boy. Okay, I gotta put this plan down.
Press X.
Plan down. Okay, thank
Press
you.
X.
Please help me.
I was like, okay, like enough games, guys. I gotta put this plan down. What's an alphabet?
You guys are gonna go straight
man.
to bed. Discussion.
She just said, "What's an alphabet?"
Oh, right, because you want to learn. Okay.
I'm gonna sit down on this little couch right here and be like, "Look, I'm gonna do the best that I can. Is there anything that I can write on by chance in this room? Or do I need to ask them if they have anything?
The cabinet does have various pieces of parchment and some
Okay.
quills.
Okay, I'll grab some parchment and a quill. I'll grab 2 pieces of parchment and 2 quills, and I'll set one blank one down in front of her and a quill in front of her. And then I'll give myself a parchment paper and a quill. Be like, all right, we'll run through a couple letters of the alphabet before bed.
Okay.
I am exhausted, but I'll do the best that I can.
Okay.
So I'm going to write down an A in front of her and be like, this is an A. That's the first letter of the alphabet.
Can you give me an example of a word with A in it?
Apple.
A for
the ones
apple.
that you eat, right?
Got it, yeah.
That's apple. So that starts with an A.
Apple.
So that's like an
Which letter?
That's the first one. So it's going to look like... Can I try?
Oh.
That's an A.
All right.
Write that. Alright, did you get that? Oh, what did I just do? Oh no.
Oh, shoot,
Hold
I
on.
already forgot what it looked like.
I just exited out of multiverse. I don't know even how I did that. Hold on. I'm getting back in the world.
There you go.
Alright,
You're
fine,
back.
I'll draw an A.
Wow.
See, that looks pretty good. Alright, so that's an A, right? That's an A. It's the first letter of the alphabet. There's a lot of letters, so we're just going to start with an A. So, that is a vowel. So there's certain letters in common that make certain sounds. And there's some basic ones that are going to be the ones that make your basic sounds. So A, that's a vowel. And that's what it looks like.
A.
A. That is the letter A. I'm going to have her pull out her book and see if she can find an A in the book.
I love this.
Yeah, this is
I'm
interesting.
teaching or we've had to read.
I'm gonna pull out the book and look for an A.
And it looks like... Okay, it doesn't look like that. Now it looks like... Ah!
Fail. Ah.
We found it! Alright. So I'm just gonna spend like a solid hour of my time trying to teach Orb-Weave the alphabet.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
100%.
try to go down A to Z and just try to get her to understand what the alphabet letters are and if she can identify them in a book. No
Okay.
words, nothing crazy, just whoa.
Demoinia, give me a intelligence roll, or Weeb, give me an intelligence roll.
That's fair.
What is happening?
Nothing.
Oh wow.
The 2?
Why does Demoinia have to roll an intelligence? She already knows the
Demoinia
alphabet.
understands the alphabet. Can we
It's just
acknowledge that
her
Demoinia
ability
knows?
to-
I guess it's like a teaching thing.
Yeah,
You
it's her
have to
ability
be
to
able
teach
to
it and convey it. Just because you know it
Would
doesn't
that
mean you
be
can
more
teach
of
it.
like a performance role?
No, because performance is more like an act.
Everything I do is an act.
You're not pretending
I'm
to
a
teach.
bard.
You're not
Come on.
pretending to teach.
Bard.
I'm a bard. I make plays and play instruments. What'd you get, Natalia?
I'm working on it. For some reason, my thing isn't like rolling. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's not showing like the little dice on the screen when I roll, which is very unlike it. I rolled a 5, so I don't think I'm doing so hot.
Well, I'm not teaching well, and you're not understanding well. So
Um,
that meant nothing.
You guys are. I'll give you an option. You can continue trying to teach her, and with more rolls and more time spent, and only get a short rest, where you can stop now and get a full rest.
Oh,
How many letters did I get? Give me
Not-
5 of
not
them.
probably
many.
fucking none of them.
Give me the first 5 letters of the alphabet.
In common, you learned about 5%,
Fuck, that's not
which
a
I'll
lot.
kind of go into how that works later on.
Like, I know an A sounds like ah. That's about it.
I'll look at her and
Yeah.
be like, look, apparently I'm very tired. Maybe I should get back to you another time and we can go back over this. I don't know how well I'm teaching you right now.
Okay.
You do see Orb Weeb actually writes down "okay" on the parchment.
I'm gonna feel so incredibly accomplished by that and go to bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna be at peace with that.
Yeah.
And take a fat nap.
Yeah.
You guys, so you guys crawl into bed, and as the lights go out, you prepare for a very welcoming and gentle slumber into the night. And that
Wow.
includes episode 10 challenge of Subspace D&D. We will return at a to be announced date for episode 11, where we will continue the adventure to the mountains to visit Zekrom. Thanks everyone for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next Subspace D&D episode. Till then,
Toodle-oodle.
toodle-oodle, everyone.
Toodle-oodle.
Bye.
That brings up this episode of Subspace. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you can see all of the videos that are upcoming. And also check out the Red Romeo YouTube channel. On there we have all the dynamic moments that have happened thus far in the campaign, the funny, the sad, and the bit overly dramatic. You can also watch us live on Twitch. The description for that is going to be down below. You can see it live happening. Love to have you. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.